Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic Show. The deuces, how we do text, baby. Man, I does back. You know what it is. The only place, all the 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 place, go get it. 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 Is right back in basic. Juggle the deuces, how we do text, baby. Man, I does back. You know what it is. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real woman rise up, fake woman rise down. Prep the word preacher, preach on. And today's topic I'm going to talk about is I want to talk about this about can't drink the same water fountain between this, this TV1 sitcom movie. Whitewater Film is telling the true story about open cod man and posted September 24, 2014, 3 o'clock 34 p.m. DPT update. October the 22, 2014, 3 o'clock and 34 p.m. 30. PD, I mean PD, PDT. Jamie Mitchell and WRBL slideshow. Whitewater, a church picnic scene. James Mitchell and open whatever this town is a funny name. Open Cotter, Alabama is a true story about a boy who grew up in the 1960s, and Alabama is turning into a feature film and tell it how it's been shot in his hometown. Michael Brandon was a 9-year old in 1963, and he said his greatest desire was his greatest desire to have a drink from the white only on the water fountain. When he got the opportunity to get a break of the rule, however, he noticed that the white only was not what he expected. He found the he found fountains. He found the fountains between black and white was being fed by the same by the same pipe. He said the filmmakers of Whitewater says that the story is about impersonation. You must recognize the same of the actors in the movie, and they said is actually is a special of tell and and Barry Barry Cobbay and Howard plays the Reverend Strokes, a father figure to young Michael, and he said, "I think that's real. It's just a microscope to take at this one family and this little boy, and it's quite full of a story, quite full of the tale, the story of that era. We in the middle of the operament of the element which when is always help. Adding a subconjurer and leading who plays Michael's mother and Annie that is there is parts of this city that is or untouchable and is really like it is really like it is really like and is really feel like they I mean they is really feel like they or let me let me see and is really feel like they right out of the 60s era. She said it which it could help our jobs. And yeah, we have a great time. And someone give me some well water. The film is taking place in Ohio, and and later bit in the in Windy Hall. A a piece of history. Is also a special role in the film that there's actually of a bus in which is and Rosa Parks once was refused to give her seat, and it's on a loan from the film, and and the producer says it is a genuine critical like that is which is given the film is some corroboration. And Whitewater producer Dwayne Johnson, co-host, co-runner, says the film has been about a kid is not understand why he can't drink of a white water fountain, and why and what she did not what she did sit on the front of the bus was the same thing. They hoped that this film would remind of the audience about the civil rights that are actually the young people who are growing up surrounded by a rising in the black on black crime. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? When you see the shooting that is are happening right now, and says and director and Rusty and comedy and the kind of the renewed and racial awareness, I guess it could be it could be a way to say it. Then is making a story that even in more probably and familiar. Brian's, and Brandon says it says today he is happy to be along from the ride as he is sitting in the front of a row of the Rosa Parks bus, and he told me this is his first time on this type of a bus. That's I was sitting on the seat up for front and take. It's taken 50 years for me to get up to those seats. The film crew will be in the town through the second week of the of October, and Brandy's family members is actually play many of the extra in the movie. Whitewater will be released early next year when a special preview into the Opera Hole. Let me tell you something, man. They used to say this all the time that black people can't drink the same water fountains as white folks. They used to say this all the time. They used to say this all the time. And I always wonder why they say this. Why do they say that we can't drink the same water fountains as them? Here's my theory on this. The reason why they're trying to say that whites and blacks can't drink the same water fountain as whites, they're trying to say that black people are afraid of water. That's what they're saying. They're saying all that we couldn't breathe no function. We can't go to a dive there under dive in the water. See, they think people are stupid, like people don't know that the why they do it. I'm gonna say this, man. I said this before. I say this again. This racism stuff is propaganda since the beginning for many years now. And a lot of my people actually believe that what whites are telling them. Well, whites lie to you. They're not going to tell you that. Look at this. They're trying to say that black people can't drink the same water fountain as white folk. But guess what? Why they do this for? They do this because they're trying to say that black people are afraid of water. But that's everyone. But why are people afraid of water? Some people afraid they might drown. Some people might drown them. Some people can't even swim. This is why they always think that blacks can't swim. Blacks can swim. It's just they got to show the pedal and breathing potion and how they push the way to swim very well. I learned how to swim, and trust me. But the thing is, we can swim in pools, but we can't swim in the lakes or this actual sea in the ocean. See, this is what they're saying. If you listen to them, white people have a better breathing potion than blacks. See, they think somebody's stupid. See, this race stuff is really pissing me off, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's all propaganda. Racism is all propaganda. They're making money. And the NAACP need to be ashamed of themselves because they will never tell you why that some Europeans did the stuff they did. I want answers. You can't blame me for asking these questions. It's all propaganda. It's all bullshit. The way they telling that story. And a lot of black community actually believe it, but I'm not surprised. If you believe in the lies that you fed all your life, you're gonna start to believe it, even though it's been taught us a lot. You know, it's not just the whites of the problem. It's not just Asians. It's not just Latinos. It's not just Middle East. It's not just Jews. And damn sure ain't blacks. It's these Babylonian, ancient Babylonian, ancient Arco Minster schools. It's these people that's sitting up there and they use religion. They're trying to use it and business management and dismanagement to use by the people they want to control. They did the same thing to whites. They did the same thing to Asians. They did the same thing to the women and men and children. This is nothing new. They don't want people. Do you think they want whites and blacks come together? No, because they're afraid if whites killing their race and blacks killing their race. That's the fucking problem. This is why they're against it. I see why they did this. This is why they call black people color. You mean to tell me whites are not colored? Whites are colored too, just like anybody else. But oh, they're Aryan. They Aryan. See, the Aryan is just another word for Ariel. That get me heated up. I'm not gonna lie. I get so mad when white people talk that lie. They knew that's lying, but they just go along with it because a lot of people are afraid to talk about this. It's all BS. It's all bullshit. And why they fed in the lie? Why they fed into that? They can do their research and look all this stuff. They put all these damn racial movies ever since that goes on in Ferguson and over there in Florida. Look, I understand the anger, and I can't blame them for dealing with the racial tension. The government's doing that. I'm telling you, it's whites and blacks working together. If you don't believe me, you need to ask yourself, what does separation mean? When people separate, they can't communicate. They go through bad perfect timing right now. They can't get along. Whites and blacks can't get along. They don't understand each other. They don't understand each other's ways and their culture and stuff because white people and black people raised a lot different. Let's be honest. You go to the suburb, to the urban. Urban is another word for inner city, and suburb is live in certain urban areas. Everybody else is stuck in the middle between the rich and the poor. Oh man, it gets on my damn nerves. They do this. I said, men, start telling blacks and whites the truth. Why are they telling black people sitting back in the bus? They still believe this theory about there's a color barriers between all these other races. They always say if you're black, step back. No wonder why they telling black people sitting on the back of the fucking bus. They always say that because the last one be hired, first one get fired. They always say that. They say that all the fucking time. They keep saying it. If you program a group of people gonna believe it, they're gonna start to believe it. Even whites believe this stuff they've been taught. They never been white people been through racism. Even my mother didn't believe it. If white people been in racism, even black community don't believe it. We always thought we the first. No, the original slaves were Caucasian. You could look up the word Slavic language. Then when they slaved by the damn Russians. They can look this shit up and then they slaved by the fucking Turkish and the Great Britain and all the rest of even fucking French. Why do you think the French and the Spanish were out there fighting? Because between the Dominicans and the damn Haitians over there in Haiti and Dominican Republic, they don't even get along. Why do you think that? Why do you think the damn French and Great Britain, why the Muslims and the damn Jews could not get along? I'm telling you, all this stuff is connected. It's all connected. I said, and this is why people need to look at this up. Did you know they used to throw black babies at alligators? They used to do this. My teacher, it was a white teacher. She was saying to me, "See you later, beta alligator," at the wild crocodile, and I always wonder why is she always telling me that phrase. What does that mean when she said that to me? Then I come to find out they used to throw black babies and fed them in the alligator swamp. They used to say that I would have thrown their ass out of the fucking swamp. I said, I couldn't believe we've been bought in the lie that we fed. I feel sorry for black brothers and sisters right now that watching these stories. You African Americans, how many of y'all go to school, y'all learn, y'all get educated, but how many of y'all, your own teachers tell you the reason why there's so much racism because it got something to do with this scientific, racial bogatory, racial theory, racial actual theory. They're trying to say that white people was the original people over there started in Europe. But they said the original people was actually in Africa. I see why there's so much racial tension. You got black people think they're a tribe of Shabazz. Because they trying to say Egypt is a black land. Then why is it said in the Bible? It said, I am the Lord of two lands, black land and red land. They can look this stuff up. There's Red Sea and the black soil. They can look this stuff up, but nobody ain't saying a fucking word. They trying to get whites and blacks separate from each other. They trying to tell them that if you're white, you over here. If you're black, you over there. They think they slick. And they got the women to program to tell them, oh, your own men look at you as the enemy. I'm telling you, man, this is why people need to wake the fuck up. But frankly, if you bought in the lie, I don't believe none of the Europeans saying. None of it. Until one of them say, okay, you got us, we lie to people. Yeah. And even black community, we bought the lie. And we start lying to other people, telling them, okay, this white and black tension and got to stop. They both being tricked and both being tricked like fools. And they actually believe a lie. But where the damn nation Islam and the Black Panthers? Where the fuck were they if they care about the black community? Where the fuck did the Ku Klux Klan and the so-called skinhead? They don't give a about the white community. They're the real reason why whites and blacks can't get along. They keep starting this war and they bought all the bullshit they've been fed in their life. Man, I swear, if a person lie to me, I'm gonna knock the fucking shit out of them. I ain't gonna lie. They say that. They keep saying, because you're the problem. If you're a black person, white person, any other racial person, you're the problem. You keep this shit going. I'm telling you, they don't want whites and blacks don't want to see each other being equal equality together. Which is it? Are you going to bring everybody together or are you going to get people to separate together? For whites and blacks got to stick with their own kind. And they still believe because what means to be of that racial person. It was a movie called Black Zebra. And he said he told anybody, he said, stay with your own crowd because you can identify yourself who you really are. Stay with your own crowd. But they can recognize you as a race. See, all this other stuff, man. And the people who own the damn system, they kept the racism going. They do not want to see whites and blacks come together. They do not want that. They do not want that stuff. They don't want that to happen. I was trying to find a movie called Zebrahead. And that was a movie was about a Jewish boy falling in love with a black girl. I'm a finder. You know, it was a movie. When that Blade movie first came out, she was playing in the movie Zebrahead, and that was a great movie. But I'm gonna find it. I mean, I can't believe we actually bought the stuff that we've been fed in our lives. And the term slavery has come from Slavic people. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. They're trying to say we can't speak the language. We can't speak Slavic language. It's over there in Russia and Ukraine and all the rest of it. I said, what the fuck that has something to do with us as black people? But then I come to find out what else they lied to us about. What else they lied about? And it's not just whites lie to us. Our own damn people lie to us and telling us, okay, we come from the slave. Where are the goddamn slave boats? I even asked my goddamn father. He can't even tell me. No, fuck that. I'm not buying this whole goddamn slavery bullshit. I don't buy any of that. It's fucking bullshit. It's all garbage. This is why they don't like black Americans. They knew that black Americans, somebody lying to them. And you can't blame it. And you got whites been told that lie, and they need to ask the fucking Tea Party where the fuck would they were. And that Tea Party that's come from Boston. They don't want whites coming together. Oh, government don't want that. No, 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 no. We gotta separate whites and black because they are killing their own kind. I'm telling you, this stuff was no accident. It was set up since day one. It was set up since day one. It wasn't no damn accident. They did the same thing to get Jews and Jews fighting because they took the word Nazi and it came from out of the fake Jews. But them damn Zionists were the ones helping around with Hitler. It sounds confusing. I know. It sounds confusing. It is. It sounds confusing. But it does make sense why people are racist. It does make sense. And I do have to wonder sometimes. And I'm thinking, okay, if blacks were being enslaved, then why they slave Europeans? What it means to be a white person? What means to be what it means to be how's to be a European? Because you wonder all the stuff you've been taught. Then you got the Japanese people out there fighting with the Turks, fighting with the goddamn Europe part of the European countries, fighting everyone, even in the black community. For some reason, everybody's slaving everybody. Everybody make a goddamn profit off of slavery. I'm gonna say to this, people, stop buying in this so-called slavery, because the real slavery is the slaving of the mind. And they need to get the fuck out of that mindset the way it was taught. Europeans and blacks and whites need to get off of that. Ever since the Mexicans, when they came out here, oh, they taking over the jobs. That's the first thing. And who said it? The black people. Who said it? If we did that, we'll get outraged. We'll get angry. We'll get upset because we're afraid they're gonna kill off all out of us out of our existence. You got whites are afraid that they're gonna die out from this white genocide going on. They let the foreign borders coming in, and they're gonna wipe out the white race. I'm gonna show y'all something. For all the white people, brothers and sisters, they keep saying the white genocide. Guess what this white genocide is about? Guess what this white genocide is all about? Here it is. White genocides, Armenians. It's the term is the term been used by Armenians to describe the threat of assassination into the Armenian disappear, and absolutely in the West. And during in the late 19th centuries and early 20th centuries, Armenians was live in their in ancient land that they are the part of the an Ottoman man of empire. That's the Turks. At the time, they are targeted as the systematic and explodement from the 1894 to 1896 to up to 3,000 Armenians are killed in the inhumant of masses in 1915 and the following years. An Armenian the Armenian genocide has taken their lives around and 1.5 million Armenians who are killed by the Ottoman government. It says right here, and this is what white genocide is about. Genocide is being a key word which has been the several committed white genocide or white massacre. The notice that the impression and intimidation of a forcing the migrate of Armenians from their instrument land, which are the far larger than a civilian Armenian, and included in Abba as well as an area belong to the Tibetan Turks. See what they're saying, the land been taken from the goddamn Turks in fucking empire. They can look this stuff up, man. And that That explains it. That explains a lot. When I watch TV and news, I say to myself, man, fuck all y'all, man. Y'all said the same damn thing. And yeah, black community gonna keep on marching. They gonna keep on doing it until our feet gonna get tired and sore. Oh, please let us in. We're a part of your club. Oh, we're one of you. No, kick they fucking ass. White's been fighting for years, and so is Asian. We better wake up. We better understand, man. I'm telling you, these people actually into that. Black community, no, forget it. We ain't down with that. Oh, fuck no. We'll pray for Jesus before the time has come in. We know who we up against. This is what white genocide was about. And no wonder why the Nazis and the rest of them keep saying this shit, because how the hell the white race gonna die out and there's so many of them in the fucking population? There is no way they're gonna wipe them out like that. And then they say the same shit about there's a black genocide going on. Let's look at black genocide. Let's look at that. Let's see what black genocide is all about, right? Because I swear, they come up with something every day. In the United States, black genocide is a conspiracy theory which is hold that the African Americans are a victim of a genocide included by the white Americans. You notice that white Americans. The type of the noticement of the genocide was informally in describing it in 1951 as the result of the clear of lynching. You see that lynching as long-term racial discrimination. Malcolm X talked about the black genocide. Malcolm X did talk about black genocide in the early 1960s. And city meant as long-term injustice as the cruelty by whites against blacks. After 1964, when President and Lyndon B. Johnson pushed through his war on poverty. Yep, he did. Legal to me and included in the public founding of the pills for the poor. Mean for pregnancies, for pill control, for stop having a lot of pregnancies that's going on. A family planning, birth control was says to be to black genocide in July 1967 at the first power black power communist is held in New Jersey in 1970, after the abortion was more widely legalized by black militant named an abortion precisely as the part of the controversy of theory. Most African American women are not confronted of the controversy. In other words, they don't want to talk about it, even if they don't believe it. They don't believe it. As the rollback about race and genocide was faded in 1973, and the media's reveal about the clear of the government is publishment purchasement of the computer is uh, Sterling Lee was said a part of the plan, a part of a plan about black genocide that the same year as the put it in mind that the fear of the black genocide was stronger in uneducated young black males from north of eastern U.S. cities. You see that? You see that? What it means? Guess what black genocide is about? They are trying to get black women to stop having unwanted pregnancies of babies with unwanted males because without the fathers out the home. This stuff was not accident. It was set up since day one. If you look at every movie, like the movie was called my mother always look at this movie. Damn, I forgot what this movie about. It was about public welfare. It was about, oh man, uh, let me ask my mother. Let me ask my mother. She'll know what I'm talking about, because I've been saying about this years ago. Care, care. What's that movie about, Mama? What's the movie about that you watch about? It was about the public welfare in the movie. Cordine. Yeah, yeah, Cordine. That's her name. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google that movie because people been saying this for years. They declare war, destroy it from the black community. People been saying this, and nobody ain't paying any attention. I didn't know until I look it up and say to myself, no wonder, because they trying to say our sperm is mostly dominant gene. That this is why I'm saying important black men. I understand you want to have women and all that, but dude, if you're gonna lay down a woman, chances are you need to plan what you're gonna do for starting to plan a family. Because if you get a girl pregnant, you're fucked, and you know it. That's why they come at black men so hard. They knew that black men can control their fucking sperm. Every other race know it. Even black women know it. They don't say anything. This is why it was set up since day one. Oh yeah, they promoted it in every fucking movie. They promoted it. If you don't believe me, Accordine and also and Baby Daddy, look at all the movies they portrayed right now. People been saying this for years. They do not want black women to be mothers because she thinks she's not able to be a good mother. How to take care. Even Jesse Jackson tried to speak out about out of abortion, but they support the idea. For those of y'all don't know, did you know Obama support Planned Parenthood? Did you know that? No, fuck that. I mean, Obama had to be stupid. Support Planned Parenthood, but see, some people are not able to have parents. Fellas, if you're gonna have a baby in this world, you need to plan on what you're gonna do to start a family. Because they look at black men, he's not able to take afford or can't afford to have a child because the financial reason. This is why they put the black woman in the home and why black men is wandering the streets. White guys run the home, and they still do. Even if he's not in the home or not, he always in the sex trips and business trips. He's still who put the bread and butter in the white's table. Let's be honest. This is why this whole racism that people talk about is all bullshit. This whole thing, they buy into that. You bought into this propaganda. Like I said again, racism is all propaganda. This damn slave movie, the civil rights movie. How many people that know that the Zionist people spy on black folks? Yeah, they use black folks to try to spy each other, their own people. Showed that they did the same thing. Fuck Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is the real reason. And that bitch Marvin Sanger support the idea that this perfect human being eugenics basically did not come from no Aryan, cystic Aryan race. You can say that much. So I'm very aware with these people. I'm very aware. I studied them. I kept an eyeball at them a long time. And I said, I see why they bought the lie they've been told. And they know that's not true. So I say, black women, be careful when you're gonna have kids because you better know who the men you're gonna lay yourself down with. I'm telling you right now, women are the choosers, and men need to stop getting these women pregnant. Stop telling them what the fuck they want to hear, because they're gonna use that shit against you, and they're gonna still gonna say it's the man's fault because he did this to me, he forced me. I'm telling you, this stuff is happening. But you will never hear about white guys having babies by different women. And even though it's out there, well, they will never put it out there. Never. Not even the Asian men at that. They're going to always put black guys out there having babies with different women. And they think black women are only good at just to having children. And that's wrong for saying that. Everybody deserves to be a parent. Some people not able to be a parent. I'm against abortion. I think it's wrong. I think, but if you don't want no kids in this world, don't plan to get a child in this world. This is why I'm ready when the time is right when I get a child. Cause I'm not taking care of somebody else, some other man's children, all because she having problems with him, and now she hate the men. All the world is going. That's why feminazis come up in there and say we're better off with the women. If you look at the movie called Color Girls, that movie was based on a color gay rainbow. If you look at the movie, basically saying that they forget the men and better off with them. See, we're the only group. You will never find white women say that shit they better off with a white guy. Oh hell no. They're not gonna do it. Not white Hollywood they won't. Oh hell no. She'll have a man somewhere. But a black woman, she always not having a man, always being a Jezebel, sleeping with white guys' money, thinking that today she want to have a baby with a black man, don't want nothing to do with it because he not afforded to take care, have a better life for her. We got to change how society has how it is if we're going to make a better society. But this white water they talking about, it's all bullshit. The things they say, it's just like they're trying to say we're descendants of the Chapet. That's what Europeans are trying to say. That's why they slaved us. They're saying that we can't speak Slava language. When you say slavery and slavery, it does have the same meaning. No wonder why they think like that. And the same thing, the Aryan is another word of Aryan. Come on, Aryan is another word for Aryan. That Aryan Greek. That's all it is. Aryan Greek philosophy, from all the way to Zeus and all these pagan gods. Pagan gods are white magic. What is black magic? Voodoo. You can look all this stuff up between New Orleans. That they got a voodoo parade all the way from Jamaica and Haitian and Africans and pagan gods from all the way from England to England to all the way to Russia to fucking to Swedish. You can look all this shit up. No wonder why they bought Greek. Oh, no wonder why they bought this belief. How many people that know the Democrats, Republicans, they the original, the Greek and Roman philosophy and Greek and Roman philosophy. A lot of people don't know where you think them so-called Crips and Bloods, where you think all they getting that red from, that blue from. They based the descendants from Esau and Jacob. A lot of people don't know that. I said all you got to do is show red and blue. But Mike Tyson even said this, that the red corner and the blue corner. He said that come from Barry Gates, not Barry Gates, he said the guy's name is Bleach. What his name is, Duchess Bleach. He originated between the red corner and the blue corner, between the Democrats and Republicans. That's why Democrats and Republicans have been fighting for years, who can claim from the rich and want to claim off to the goddamn fucking poor. And everybody's in the fucking middle. So it's amazing to me. It's amazing that a group of people actually believe the lie they've been told. I can't get mad at white folks because white folks gonna feel like a fool. They've been bought the lie that from the Tea Party and in the so-called Fox Klan, whatever you want to call them, and you got CNN insiders. They inside for it. You got the ABC and MSNBC. I don't believe a word they say until one of them and say we need to start telling the truth because they're gonna buy in a lot. I wish it were more people like that black woman. She said, "Fuck it, I'll quit." It goes back to the Persian Empire. That's why I don't buy these fake news covers. All the stuff they've been taught to say we got over here. They want to see whites and blacks fighting. They love it. They can sit back and watch. But who instigated is between these so-called opportunistic people, these socialists. Because socialists is just another word for separation from part for they part from ways from bad time, and that's all it is. So all I gotta say about that, man, don't believe the fed all the stuff the lies that you fed you've been lying to. Don't take the word from it. Take the word from it, the stuff you can find and research yourself. Because I did my research. I do my extra credit homework. When you gonna do your extra question homework? Because I have the right to find answers. See, what we're gonna do about these group of people can been fed this lie all the time, man. And stop thinking we're the only ones been enslaved. Asians been enslaved, Latinos, Middle East, Jews, whites, everybody's been enslaved. We ain't the only ones. But it's sad that we don't even know so much knowledge that we have. For some reason, the black community, we hate knowledge. We hate that. We hate that. We figure that more people get know from the others. Doesn't matter who the original people are. The only thing, every race of original people are original their own way and become, but their own personal their own way. But we need to get off of this scientific racism because, first of all, it's all bullshit. It's all propaganda. It's all profit fun. And that's all I can say about that. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Base. That you're going to do since I would do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and about.